50,000. So that was telling me some shorts were covering a little bit, but yeah. SMCI is doing great. So glad I got those calls, man. Thanks to who was that? I think it was BDP. That fucking bald motherfucker. He came in here and he even called out SMC, and he put the damn strike and expiration. Great call out. Those obviously are going to pay. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, it's actually I got the live data from Interactive Brokers on Bull, so I see the real lifetime of the shares. 9,362 right now. Yeah, man. Look, you got those. You didn't just say get them, right? You got those SMC calls too, right? SMCI. I got the ones you said, which were, let me see where they are. August 15th, 2025. $50 calls. Yeah, those are gonna pay. Yep. Fucking smart ass motherfucking bald head guy. I knew it. It's fucking... Yeah, that's gonna be great. Matt, and the only regret is I should have got more. Yeah, it is what it is. I got June 30th, 610 calls in SPY with anticipation that it taps all-time high before that. Yeah, what's up? Oh, shit. I step away from the chat 5 seconds and what's going on? Hang on, where is it at? Here it is. Yes, I did. Yeah. Hella Tesla calls? No, and I didn't get hella Tesla calls, but I got some, and I have Tesla shares. Let me look. I'll tell you. I have 400 shares. I have May 16th, 250 sell puts for premium. I have 20 of those. Those are like paying me. Those expire on Friday, so that's good. I have May 23rd, 220 sell puts. And I have 35 of those. Those are almost paid full premium. I have May 23rd, 275 puts, sell puts for premium. I have 100 of those. And Tesla, October 17th, 2025, $400 call option. I have 30 of those. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't go really heavy. You know, the selling the puts, that only pays a small premium, but it's something. You get a little bit of I don't know, half of the mortgage payment or something. But the calls are going to do great. And then I'll be selling covered calls probably when Tesla taps like 440 or something is the plan. Where are my headphones? Oh, let me try my. I mean, it's actually not that much because those are naked. I don't have the cash to cover all those secured puts. They're not secured. They're naked. Do I sound muffled right now? Okay. Wish I didn't have class tomorrow. I'd be going to the casino. Yes, I play slots. I love slots. My new one that I like is the Buzzsaw. Was it the piggy or not the pigs? It has the hats on it. Mega hat. Huff and Puff, yeah, Huff and Puff. Huff and Puff, but not the original. Huff and even more Puff. With the upgrade wheel. Yep. That's the good one. Yep, the mansion upgrade feature. Oh yeah, I got that. So yeah, that was amazing. I got that on the $20 bet. That was like, wow, that doesn't normally happen. And I heard no, not the Deed one. I've never played the Deed one, but I've seen it. And then I heard in Vegas they don't have them out here yet, but they have something above the mansion feature on the Huff and even more Puff. It's like Palace. I think it's a Palace or something. It's like a Palace feature. Yeah, the Palace one. Damn, I can't wait till they have that out here. Should just buy a damn. I wish I could just buy a damn the whole slot machine, put it in the basement or something. Yeah, you should play it. Yeah, do high limits too. Don't be messing with the penny slots because their payout percentage is not as much. Yeah, the Tesla. I should have got shorter dated Tesla calls though. I'm pissed off. I'm not good at getting those short dated options. I like the long dated ones for safety. But those short dated ones, they're like the damn slot machine. Who, when they hit, wow. Smoke, you don't.
The short dated ones are what's telling me that there could be some kind of a gamma ramp into tomorrow, dude. Like there's oof. If shit goes in the money hard like that, dude, I don't know that many people will take profit on something that's in the money and gamma fucking squeezing. So I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen tomorrow. That's a different dynamic. We're reaching like what, $10, $11 in the money now.
Right.
Well, I mean, as far as we closed at what, dude? We ended up closing at daily time frame 334, bro. We just hit 345 on this thing. Oh God, that's insane, dude. 346 was the top, I think. Let me see. Yeah, dude, we hit just about 346. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude. That's insane power. Hold on, guys. Let me put my headset on.
Where the hell is it? This one right here. This one right here is the one that you want, Kareem. This one, and then let me see. I think I have a top view of it when I hit a different jackpot. Here it is right here. It's this one right there. That's the one you want to look for. And then, and let me see. There's another good one. Where's the one I won 21,000? Oh yeah, Dancing Drums. You need to play that one. There's that one. You need to play that one, and then there's
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I am back. We are here. We are alive. Okay, so this was a sickening upside on Tesla. Chop, what's up, man? Where you at? Are you chilling? And also, how's work? Any new shows that we should know about? Who you playing with, man? Who you playing with? Oh, damn. Let's go. Really? Oh, hold on. What the heck? All right. Okay, guys. So I wanted to touch bases here. I know that I just recorded that video on Tesla, but I wanted to touch bases with you personally. Should there be any consideration to playing the Tesla play? I will say that. But like I was saying earlier, right? There could be this this need to want to take profit at the very at the very morning, right? I'm talking about intraday. There's going to be a lot of volatility present, and there's probably going to be a gap up on this. Notice here that your daily ATR on Tesla has about an 18.24 dollar ATR. So that's just, that's ridiculous. $20 to the upside on ATR is insanity, right, guys? So as we speak, it has already reached $11 above its actually damn, just about $12 above its daily close. Okay, so if that's happening, that means that it's topping out at a zone where we're experiencing resistance here. This is what I'm trying to say here, right? There is a kind of a gap right about there at 345.52. If I can just go ahead and point that out to you on the daily time frame. Take a look at this. Take a look at this top side here, which the high on that is measuring 345.45. So that's, that's literally where we went to. It was just about 346. We hit 345.88, I believe, right, guys? So we kind of topped out just a little bit there on that resistance, which is confluent to this other gap here. And you have this wick high. You have the opening valuation of that candle there. You have literally a fair value gap in this zone here. There's a shitload of reason for price action to kind of top out there and get a bit of correction. But the correction doesn't seem to be, it really does not appear to be like, I wouldn't overstay myself short on this is what I'm saying. Don't overstay your welcome short on this asset. This is absolutely ripping towards the upside on many, many time frames, including the new macro time frame, the time frame openings. Okay, guys, we are literally if you're thinking of volatility in any way, take that consideration that I put in the video, right? Look at it like linear volatility like this, just look at it as acceleration, right? So you're hitting the gas towards the upside when we are expanding, and you are letting go of the gas, right? So decelerating when you are contracting, and using the direction bias would be something like stochastic momentum. So if we are, for example, on a shorter time frame like this here, right, we are potentially headed towards the upside with just full throttle, right? So that's kind of a way for you to observe your volatility, your linear volatility versus stochastic momentum. Should you have the bias with strength, then that's the bias with strength, right? And should you have the strength and a downside, well, that's also the case here, right? So just know for a fact that there are more upside signals on this than there are short. Okay, so that's why I'm saying you don't want to stand in the way of I mean, that's the one thing that I love that, Quinn Fox's mentor said, is just don't stand in the way of a freight train, man. If it's going literally charging, right, don't stand in the way of that. The counter trend opportunities can be present, but I don't know that it would be the wisest decision here to perform that, resistance test on like a critical resistance. Because this area here is expected to have a lot of shorts, a lot of take profit, but that's what could be borrowed against, and then just, it could just be shot up straight through that using that short volume, right? And that plus the potential gamma ramp that we're observing here on the newly turned in the money options contracts. Well, that's intense. And historically speaking, we've seen Tesla run into the OPEX, right? So OPEX is coming up, I believe, is this Friday. Options, is it this Friday OPEX?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
so it's gonna run up into it.
Yeah, so let's kind of observe that, right? Because historically speaking, Tesla has run into your major options expiries, right? So that's going to be OPEX, right? That's going to be this Friday. So so I guess for the options traders, I think you may want to, if you're in deep green tomorrow at open, I can't suggest anything, guys. Okay, if you're using a short-term options contracts and you are opening in the green aggressively, if this thing pulls back 10 points, you're gonna get IV crushed, even if you bought it way down there. Okay, the volatility presented in the morning is gonna be just violent. Okay, so I'm gonna just say that I'm not going to suggest anything to anybody, right? So if I were to have short-term contracts expiring this Friday, then I would probably risk off completely this tomorrow, come the morning at a potential gap up, and reposition on a potential pullback should we get one. Because the people that are holding bi-weeklies, 3-week outs, or month out options contracts, they're probably going to be in the money, and they're not going to be so susceptible to the immediate changes of volatility. Those fluctuations are not going to be so, they're not going to be so present for them. So they may actually hold their positions for further upside, since they are not so, they're not so exposed for that. So let's keep that in mind too. Okay, guys. So even, I think everybody's going to be just in great profitability here pretty soon. So I am looking for further and further upside on this, guys. For example, this, right? I am not kidding. We suggested, this was back in April 9th. We suggested the bottom to be in at 218 and suggested the topside target should we break out at literally this area here using the buy formation breakout strategy. We haven't actually put the real target to the upside based on the triangle's complete bottom, right, guys? So the target would actually be breakout, right? And this is what I'm looking for. Remember, we were talking about a little bit earlier, 383. Well, curiously enough, this is coming to $380. That is gigantic upside, guys, okay? The middle of the triangle is also suggesting something interesting too, right? So if we can just go ahead and take that measurement just like this, remember that the triangle first of all, this is a descending triangle, right angle triangle, the only one that has a mathematical property to it, right? This is your hypotenuse on top, it's your flat bottom horizontal line. So the three areas is the breakout section, right? Take a trend line from that area where you have a clean close above the regression, right? Your downslope, your your hypotenuse, and you apply it to that area, that little trend line. The second area that you want to apply that to would be at the 50% of the triangle, and the third area would be the least likely, largest point of the triangle itself. Since we don't have a 50% area, we're breaking out just at about 40% or 45% the structure here. Well, that's where we just go, right? And check out the target that we were observing here. The target was exactly the inverse head and shoulders, and we nailed that yesterday. So we hit the targets that we were talking about from a month ago. So good stuff, and congratulations should you have been playing your Tesla play. But I'm not joking. Just like I said around 2 or 3 days ago, this asset is potentially going to run anywhere between 120 points to 140 points starting yesterday. So you know what I mean? So heads up on this, guys. I just wanted to give some notes here specifically to you.
You said 120 to 140 starting yesterday. So where were we at on that?
So far from the I guess
yesterday's. Let me see yesterday's price.
Dude. So we're at what, 318? We closed yesterday. It looks like 318 or 319, right? Or let's just round it out, 320. We closed yesterday 320, and we are now sitting at we just hit 345, 346. Sorry. 2030.
Okay, so we got some movement to go.
Yeah, and
so it hits on line of the 440 target that I'm thinking about.
I think so, dude. And in the master's class in executions on Saturday, I spoke to them before Monday came, right? So I spoke to them. Actually, did I talk to you guys on? I think I talked to strategies as well about this. And from the closing valuation of 298. So technically speaking, I said that this would run to those upsides from around under $300. So we may already be, kind of ahead of the curve here. So, but still, dude, the thing is that I am not implementing the changes of a psychological component. I haven't applied that into this because it's really unmeasurable. So by extension, it would actually be geometric. So if we are looking at geometrics on this, let's take the chop high right into the, whatever. We'll take it from the Friday, May 25th high to the bull flag low, swing low. Okay, so if we are talking about your targets, buddy, you're pretty much right around there. You have a 454 at the 4.236. We're looking at the 373 being the top side of the triangle here, right? So that's very close to the 2.618 golden mean. And very interestingly enough, the top side target that we hit yesterday from April 8th was actually right in the 50% of your 1.618 and 1.272 Fibonacci ratios. In fact, we nailed that target yesterday, if anything. But dude, this isn't showing any signs of slowing down whatsoever, dude, like at all. So if anything, we know that this formation here is historically used as a reversal formation. This is the V-shaped recovery macro time. So if we look at weekly time frame, then we should be seeing a very clear V-shaped recovery, right? That's it right there. And this is the more critical part, right? So if we're looking at bigger time frames like this, I hate that I don't have like a let me see. Can I actually get this thing just deleted here? If I remove all this, do I remove it there? I guess not. Good. All right. So yeah, if we observe this on a 3-day time frame or even a weekly time frame, then this displays a very, very clear path to what we should be doing, right, guys? This is a breakout strategy. This is the reversal formation completely, right? We are talking about an entire triangle breakout here, right? So it would be something like this here. You're using your very confluent, top sides here, right? So this is your triangle, right? You're breaking out of the triangle around 50% on this, but this was the fake out, right? So we reclaimed structure, and then now we're breaking out the 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle, which is historically what we do. Okay, so this now is officially breaking out in the same place. This was the back test, validation of support, and continuation with validation. So, should we talk about actual targets now? If we actually broke out from here, this is the corrected upside. This is where I'm going to make everyone shit their pants. The smallest target to the upside that we're facing here is just about $412. So 412.21. The middle target on this, the 50% of your triangle, which could arguably be here.
You said 412 was the small target?
The small target.
I like that. Shit, I'll take the small one.
The 50% target on this is displaying a very, very, very confluent target to options, and he is saying a 441. You have your middle target suggesting 444.96 completely on his side, and of course the largest target to consider for this play would actually be a gigantic valuation, of which I don't want you guys to get all crazy here, but Tesla is in line with a potential 710.92. And this just so happens to be the biggest batting. The triangle has the strongest batting average for a success rate in the entire market space, both of crypto, Forex futures, and equities. And I will say that this is not just any regular right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle built on a weekly. So that gives it an enormous probability of succession. Guys, there could be a gigantic upside on Tesla that could actually be worth maybe $300 to $400 point ups. But I'm just erase that part in your head right there, right? Let's just play day by day.
Shit, man. Yeah, let's play it day by day, making me too excited.
I mean, dude, I don't know what the fuck to say, bro. Look at your fucking your quarterly bar is pivoted towards the upside, man. You know, your 5 month.
Pull back, I'm gonna load the boat.
Dude, yeah, right. So we have some things to really consider here. This is the caveat, right? So the 5 month time frame is closing in 16 days. So that's like in other words, I think that this was a gigantic bear trap. And I said that before, right? When we were trading at 370, suggesting, under $200. I said that we're on our way to a gigantic bear trap, and this is likely to squeeze. So we did reach the bear trap. We are now retracing that entire annual candle 50% retrace, and now suggesting the upsides that we're talking about at around 400 or whatever, that could start the invalidation process of this hanging man formation. That's gonna be the tough part. That is gonna be the tough part.
Wait a minute, let me check some options here.
Man, so now I will say this. If we close, though, listen to this. If we close even in this type of formation, that's going to be confused. But the bigger money and the more intelligent traders know the exact rules, right? Should it be formation traders? Because I know a lot of really successful formation traders. This is not a hanging man. This is actually a hammer candle because it's on a downtrend. Holy shit. Holy shit is right.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, bro. And then also, I just looking to sell my shares at open. Hope we gap up nasty and reposition. I bet that the reaction to a gap up like that and people just starting to actually I have one more target for you guys to make you shit your pants, like for real now. Okay, $700 ain't shit. Hold on. You're gonna see the actual formation right now. You're gonna be like, dude, what? How in the world? Because this is actually a multi-phase bullish formation breakout. Okay, guys, I've only talked about this to the executions and strategy students. I've only talked about it and haven't really seen them happen. I've only seen one happen, and that was at the very top side before the markets capitulated to that 35% correction over 2 weeks. That was a multi-phase bearish, and this is now introducing a multi-phase bullish. And son of a bitch. The statistics are usually that when you gap up to a certain range, you'll close that gap and then get the entry of the prior day's close, which is 334.01. We should keep that in mind. So here is the actual thing that we are looking for, guys. If we actually extend the time frame here to maybe a 12 month, well, what does that look like to you? And does that look like it's a buy formation in this? So are we talking multi-phase as in 5 formations? Jesus Lord, guys, this is an inverse head and shoulders as well. So, and it's a bull flag in a 12-month time frame. Dude, don't fuck with me. Dude, check this.
Wait a minute. Technically, you could say that's also a little cup and handle.
Yeah, that's you asshole. You freaking asshole. Yes. I hate that formation, man. So, dude, check this out. Check this out now, okay? Because if we put this thing on your annual bar there, that's your dude, this is a textbook example of a bull flag. So, technically speaking, it would be from this top side as we are now starting to get that break. So, let's go ahead and get the measured move for the bull flag, which would actually be consistent to actually the inverse head and shoulders is a little bit higher. But just to fuck your minds up just a little bit more, you know, like this is actually a fucking mo ass. Like, I mean, give me some mo ass. Like, fat ass upside, guys. And I don't even know how this is possible, but this shit is suggesting $1,700 upside. Why don't I doubt it? Why don't I doubt that? I mean, so much mo ass. You know what? That is just next to stupid as hell, dude. What? Don't let me run it. Don't. Dude, what? Say again?
Yeah, you saw Elon Musk today, right? In the investment conference in...
I did?
In Saudi?
Oh, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Right.
What's going on?
Yeah, there's something going on. What the hell could it be, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Guys, so we are right smack in the middle of your 2 fib and your 1 spot $618 $1,300 target there. And your top side here at around the 710 is sitting conveniently enough right at the 1 spot 272. And yeah, suck my balls. Well, that thing is actually amazing, bro. So, dude, man, this is actually ridiculous. Should we take the formation down, though, you know, towards the breakout candle? Man, I think that we can get the earlier time frames to kind of coincide with each other a little better. Well, yeah, the 1 fib is starting to be right at that 489. Nice. We have a target right about there as well. So, and we are naturally breaking, dude, damn, bro. Should we actually use, no way this thing is sitting right at the 0.5. Get the hell out of here. Look at that. This is your golden pocket right here. No wonder that thing is there. Holy shit. Oh my goodness, dude. We are literally bouncing off of the golden pocket on this thing, dude. Well, I am just enormously bullish on Tesla. Of course, there's going to be ebbs and flows and shit. So, but overall, like, I am, you know, this is this is going to be stupid. This is going to be ridiculous. Dude. Only the Lord Almighty himself could stop this from going up, man. So,
well, no, let's not say that.
I'm going to go ahead and take that back and knock on wood because fuck you. So, you hear that?
Yeah, make sure the bracelet's on for sure.
I got it on right here, buddy. Don't even trip.
Okay, yeah.
Damn it, man. There it is. I got it.
Where's the heart? Where's the heart?
Dude, fucking don't fuck with me, bro. We'll start playing this shit right now, man. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, that thing is so badass, bro. I actually love it, man. I really do love it, dude.
I have to play the harp. These guys are really getting all tired.
Dude, oh yeah. What are we doing, man? We're just fucking around right here, just seeing how much money we're gonna make off of Tesla and shit with its fucking $1,400 jump and shit. Like, what the fuck is this thing doing? What are they planning? Anyway, so QQQ. Ladies first, right? Let's go ahead and take care of Alex real quick and see what the Qs are doing for us, right? 24-hour chart, which is your extended hours. Robinhood bookie. Let's go ahead and see what it's saying. Well, naturally speaking, Tesla's still sitting above 340, fucking 342.50 right now, dude. What is wrong with that thing? Oh man. So QQQ, right? I got stuck on Tesla, bro. Damn it. QQQ is sitting, damn, not bad. It is sitting 1 spot, 30 points to the upside from the close. And It ran, no way, dude. It was a 1.5% day for the Qs yesterday. Well, this, the earlier session, and it's now sitting, yeah, dude, another dollar 30 up. That's insane because we're sitting at 517, the 517 freaking 40 right now, 517.50. That's insane, bro. Where is oh, no way. Damn, dude, the Qs are breaking out. What was the high? Let me see. 516.94. 516, yeah, it was just about 517. It's resisting at the 516.94 right here. And that's gigantic. It's trying to break out. What? Oh my goodness, dude, that is crazy. We might actually get a gap up on everything, guys. So holy crap. Let me see. All right. Let's take it step by step. I'm gonna run through these pretty fast right here, okay, guys? So keep it up. Here we go. So QQQ 5-minute time frame is. Be real. Was that you?
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario. What's up, compita? Carnalito, where you at?
Not much, man. Just watching you guys. I figure I use this microphone so you guys can hear my voice.
So you guys can hear my pretty voice. Hello. Good to see you, Carnalito. Let's do it real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So QQQ 5-minute time frame, guys. Again, I'm going to go ahead and blow by these real quick. So heads up, use your notes and use your brains, and let's get this thing out of the way. So QQQ 5-minute, guys, it does have a gigantic push to the upside with like no upside on price action, right? So very curious for it to start reacting on that upside way later. So the fact that I'm pointing out at a 5-minute time frame is just because of this, right? Your volatility is like, this is a symphony of just colors here. This is beautiful, suggesting continuation to the upside. Should we have any type of pullback on this? I don't know where that's going to be because we're already at freaking the breakout zone. So if we opened up anywhere, I mean, I guess we can sort of say that, I mean, dude, shit, I can't even do it. I don't know where it's going to open. I mean, if it opens up at 517 and this thing is suggesting a pullback of a 5 minutes worth time, I can't tell that it's going to do it, but your 10-minute time frame is still suggesting upside with expansion, 15 upside with expansion, 20 upside with no expansion. It's actually contracting still, but 30-minute time frame appears to be completely corrective. It hasn't seen the close of this bar just yet, so likely an upside. Man, hourly time frame, nice huge green bar on that as well. And that stochastic momentum is likely to correct towards the upside. So we would have about a bi-hourly, just bi-hourly worth of upside on this, right? So that means that if we were to open the Euro open, if we did open it at 516, this is giving us about $3 to the upside, which means 519, and your 519 target is actually above the current range high. So if we just put that 519 at plot here, let's just find out what that is, right? So somewhere around here, and let's open up your weekly time or something, something of a larger time frame just to see what that is in line with, right? So, okay, damn, guys. This is, guys, we are seriously converting this area here of 515.78 or 515.80 into a gigantic zone of support. That's huge support. But we spoke about this before, right? We spoke about this being a gigantic freaking, huge squeeze or something, right? So yeah, guys, I think tomorrow's price action is going to top out somewhere around the areas of around 521.77. Will it come during the intraday session? That is actually the question here. So if we had downside, let's figure it out, right? So if we had downside starting at the bi-hourly time frame, how much downside do we have? Or if we started upside on that, so we have so upside up to 2 hours, that's going to be 17.8. Yeah. If we open up at 517, 18, 19, 20, that's going to be let's see, $3 current ATR on a 2 hour, $3. So 17, that's going to be 20. And do we have any further downside on the 3? I guess we could use the 3 day as well. So if we open up at 517.24, yeah, that gives you 519.24, which might as well be your 521.77. Pullback on that would start on the 4 or on the 2 hour time frame, 3 continuation, 4 continuation. Let's see where the end. It would be just about 8 hours time frame decline from the areas of about 521. So $8 of decline from 521. Well, that, you know, that puts you literally at the targets that we were just talking about a little bit earlier ago, right, guys? This, I mean, could it be? I mean, could it really be that we're gonna get the, you know, $8 on this? Well. I'm sorry. What I said earlier was that we have a gigantic support at the area of here. Let me open it up. Right, I'll tell you. Just so you remember what I said. We're in the process of confirming like a huge area of support somewhere in here, which is, or where was it? Right. So if we're sitting at 517, that means that we have a conversion of support right here, 515.51. So the pullback based on an hourly time based on an 8 hour time frame is suggesting that we would pull back to the areas of 514.40. So this is your support here. So in fact, if there is an actual retrace on this, it probably won't happen until after market open and everybody starts taking profits, and then this thing would probably bounce violently from the areas of 515.58 to about 514.16 on a pullback, and this would likely continue towards the upside. What closures do we have today? We have a 5-day closure. We also have a 3-day closure, a bi-daily closure, and we naturally have your daily closure. Of course, we have, anything under that. But yeah, your daily closure suggesting a 40% pullback of this day. So meaning that if we're opening at 517, this thing reaches all the way over there and then comes back to try to 50% your daily, it probably is not going to do it. And this could be a gigantic bear trap. Holy crap, because this support is gigantic, as you can see. Guys, this is one gigantic breakout strategy and another one that we were expressing from down here. So, guys, this is stupid as fuck. Qs, likely try to enter your clue. Yes, Evo, you are definitely. I just wanted to get the ladies first, buddy. So let me just go ahead and put this here. 514.15, 515.67 potential entry criteria on a pullback. Should you get anything higher than that, of course, pay close attention towards your day's high today, right? Or just this last trading session, right? Because price action may very well return here towards that bound, as you do have the bottom of a gap right in there as well on a daily time frame. That is likely to happen, but I can't promise it. I really can't, guys, because what if this thing opens up? What if the Qs open up beyond 521? I think the whole market is going to gap up like crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. That's actually insane. All right, so yeah, I don't even know where we're. Let me. So 8 hour time frame continues towards the upside. That would be fucking, let's just say that's 515. 12 hour continuation, daily continuation, bi-daily continues. God, dude, 3-day continues, 4-day, 5-day, weekly continues. Damn, dude, bi-weekly continues. Not yet. And bi-monthly is the one, dude. Bi-monthly time frame. 51 points towards the upside from the opening of your buy month, and that is already suggesting a top side current ATR top of 534. So that's potentially where we're headed. So 534 is located right about here. Let's just say that would be, damn, dude, holy crap. What is happening? Why are we getting that? Like, why are we so fucking frothy right now? Whoa, shit, the Qs, guys. No way. Look at this. Look at this. The 515 target that I'm giving you to enter, 514.75, that's it for resistance. We're converting it into support. Mother of God. No way, dude. What?
Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget Bill Huang was also on that trip with him.
what the fuck?
Who?
Bill
The
Huang?
CEO of Nvidia. He was also on that Saudi Arabia trip.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fucking shit, guys.
Okay. Well, I gotta buy more NVIDIA.
Yeah, that's two of the Mag 7 CEOs on that trip with Trump. That's big.
Something's happening with Tesla, though.
This is super bullish.
And Kathy Woods shit's about to fucking pay off.
Super bullish. Very bullish.
All right, speaking of bullish,
I see Elon just passed 400 billion.
speaking of bullish, let's look at bull.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Because that shit looks bearish.
It looks.
That shit freaked me out today. It went down and then it clawed its way back up and then it had a nice little push and it was like, nah, I'm going back down.
So can we just add a couple else to that and make it like bellish, at least, Oh, damn it. Let's get something in it, man, first.
Very ellish.
Yep.
Who first mentioned this? This was Jenkins, right?
Jenkins?
I picked up on it. Yeah.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Oh, this is the non-validation one. No validation.
Yeah.
Holy crap, this one was tough. Wait. I'm starting to remember a lot of this. Hold on.
Looks like shit.
Well, the point is that we actually reached fucking 90% of the targets to the upside that we were observing. Like every upside all the way up to fucking like $19, and then this felt like it was going to create some type of rare breakout. It was actually attempting it. But then...
Yeah, we were thinking maybe it would squeeze, and it didn't.
Does it have that criteria?
I mean, the borrow rate is so damn high. It's the highest it's went was this week was 740%. It's at 648% right now. It doesn't look like the shorts have covered too much. They did buy a few shares back, but a lot of this must be off exchange.
Yeah, outside of the lit market for sure. Okay, well, let's take a look at the more obvious things on this, right? Because there are some behaviors that typically tend to play out. Because now I can't, where did we open this? Hold on. Well, I could just, let me see. This was an opening of, I should say 1494, and then this opened at, or closed at 1494. Son of a bitch, they're railways. Let me see. It closed above. Hold on. 3-day time frame. Fucking true red outside bar. Fuck. And it closed. Okay. All right. We have a closure on a buy daily. And that was the shooting star. Let me see your daily. Oh man, your daily is weak. Holy shit, this is creating a higher low. What? Oh, this is so dangerous what I'm saying, guys, but this could be a bear trap. Fuck. I may be wrong on this, okay, but I think bull is creating a bear trap. As you can see here, we have a complete decline in volume all the way on this upside and the downside. And then this last daily candle that we printed, look at it. It didn't have any strength for the downside. These are huge red bars. Gap down, and this, it didn't do anything. It really didn't do anything. It didn't continue. Pre-market also, it really didn't do anything. In fact, it's starting to print the first 12-hour iterations of green bars. Fuck. Okay, guys. Ninja, is that you that you're telling me that you're trapped in this, buddy? Oh, we have a few people that are probably trapped in this, right?
I don't know about trapped. I'm still green from when Jenkins mentioned it, but just like barely.
Okay, so here's the obvious. Here's the more obvious things, right? So 5-day close. It's confusing me. I feel like it may be signs of reversal because it's kind of like a. It's just I hated that it's kind of the opening valuations are important here, and they both open and close at the same area. It looks like twin sisters, right? It looks like two fucking inverted hammers. It looks like it wants to fucking go up. So the natural behavior here is to peekaboo. So the peekaboo is going to be a little dangerous. So this is what I'm proposing here. That the peekaboo to the downside is worth 1311 to 1380, anywhere in there. And this would be the criteria to then literally retrace the crap out of this towards an upside and towards the 50% of this bar, your 5-day bar. So there is resistance on the way up though. So price action would probably go down into this area here. Support from this area, kind of consolidate here a little bit, right? Bounce to the upside, resist at 1498 or whatever that is, 1494, I think it was. Yeah. Then pull back to validate your confluent zone of around 1395, $14 before creating the actual 50% retrace of this bar, which would probably land right around the areas of 1622. Now, from this continuation, I have no idea what it's going to do, but there is a probability of a gigantic continuation. The 15%, sorry guys, it would actually be right around the 1591. Let me just make sure of that one more time. Here we go, and there that is, and that would be, okay, 1606. Let's just correct it and just have this thing shut up. So 1606, that would be the 50% range of this area here, which naturally makes that prior bar a resistance as well. So let's go ahead and mark that off. 1606. Like this to the top side of this candle here, which is a high of 1670. So 1670, just about, I guess, whatever, let's do a shy. Okay, so this would be an area of immediate resistance. And the reason why I'm saying that this could be on an upside trip is because we have a 5-month coming to a close. And that 5-month, arguably speaking, could be a gigantic this inverted hammer. It's fucking green. So I'm wondering here if the 50% retrace is set to get this 16 days away. So let's see. Let me make the math.
There's the off-exchange data from Fintel.
Oh, damn. Let's go. I'm going to make the math real quick. So if we have... hold on, guys. Hold on. 16.
58% short ratio. 63% yesterday. It's been above 50%. It's been above 56% for 3 days.
For 3 days? Oh my god, yeah. That is ridiculously small. I can't even see.
My bad.
No, it's okay.
I could take individual columns. If I take the whole thing, it's going to be that size.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's fine. You need some evil eye glasses, maybe.
Oh, dude, when I zoom out like that, dude, no way. These numbers are small. Dude, I have a fucking 49-inch wide. This thing looks like smaller than ants.
Not big enough.
Definitely not. Look at you see the numbers on this here, on this side, these? It's like half the size of these. Oh my goodness. So sorry guys. Yeah, let me mute. I'm gonna make the fucking math. I'm gonna make the math. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what the short fee is gonna be over the next couple days. That's what I'm keeping an eye on. And I wish I had a little bit of data to see historically how many shares there actually were available to short. 9,000 doesn't sound like very much. I do know that they added a bunch of expansion on the options chain.
Is that a good thing, or is that people selling?
I mean, it's a way for them to have more control over the price action.
Mm.
I mean, I don't even know if they. Let me look at the, because it was yesterday that I noticed that. So that means today they'd be active. I mean, my calls on Bull are good. I got the $10 calls for July of next year. But the shares are shares aren't what I like to see. But remember, I said you're going to have to feel comfortable for this go down to 14.
Oh yeah, I'm not sweating it. I mean, I'd start sweating if the cost to borrow started dropping. That'd bother.
Yeah, that's when I will be like probably wanting to get out. And yeah, I am still in SSRM Destiny. That's a long-term play because they have quarter three is when they project to have full results from the Cripple Creek mine. I thought it was going to be quarter two, but they said quarter three on the earnings call, which is great because they might reopen the mine in Turkey too. That they were saying as well. If that happens, then that price of the stock will effectively double. Those are going to pay those $20 calls.
fucking call me.
So fuck, man. I think I got it. Son of a bitch. This is, I fucking like a challenge, but damn, this was actually tough. And the reason why it's tough is because of the low amount of data. It's only worth, I mean, it's just its whole life is this, you know, it's just whatever's present. You know, and that's what makes it specifically difficult. So, just let me look at one more thing here. Oh, dude. Yeah, this. Please tell me that you did that. Oh, dude. Wow. Okay, so I have a thesis on this, but it does require a little more pain in maybe 2 days of it. I think that this has a probability of reaching down to the areas of $13.11 come the next 2 days. And should the next 2 days realize that bottom side target, or did it already? So if we observe the 4-month time frame, we're seeing here that the low on this bar is actually, and I didn't see this before, it's actually 1309. So that is my low. So I didn't notice that it was there. So that's mathematically speaking. So $13.09 could technically be the retrace on this. And the retrace being a peekaboo based on a 4-month closure. We just got the 4-month closure and open actually just around, 15, 16 days ago. So this means that your 4-month time frame should peekaboo the low here, or peekaboo below the closing valuation of this prior bar. We would be stuck on using psychology and probabilities of market behavior. So if we are brand new within the market structure here, and we're looking at retracements of prior bars leading into the 65 to 60 to 70% probabilities of a 50% prior, 30 to 50% prior bar pullback. Well, that means that we would probably be within the 70% of available probabilities for a retrace, seeing that this is a new American traded company, without built-in quirks, without any type of ridiculousness kind of applied to it. So that leads me to believe that now you have the efforts of not only the closing valuation of a 5-month period coming in 16 days, but also because your 4-month time frame is already active and potentially has reached its retrace and then peekaboos and continues towards the upside. Now, the retracement on the 4-month bar, because it went up as far as 1889, that's natural. The point of us pulling back is because your 5-month time frame is decompressing. That's the important thing to know here. We have 16 days and 14 hours for that to happen. Probabilities here are this. So, 5-month approximation of decompression time frame. I've actually averaged this out by traditional trading hours to be a minimum. Oh my goodness, to be a minimum of 14.5 days. So 14.5 days would be I'm talking about as high, the maximum time frame that I can actually use to start retracing to the upside. That's what I'm proposing. So far, I think that the low is reached, or maybe we come back to double bottom that 1311 or 1309, and then get the probabilities to start running here in, when we do reach the time frame here. We said 16 days, 14 hours, right? When it reaches 14.5, that would be its first probability. Second probability would be that we need to wait all the way until there is 8 spot 12 days. So that would be just about, a little over 8 days, or it would just be 8 to 8.12 days away. So we would technically be just halfway through a potential corrective period. If that is the case, and we're suggesting continuation to the downside in any way possible in a macro time, let me see. I actually don't. Well, maybe if I use volatility in this fashion, where is my ending of the downside? Let me see. Okay, so I can't fucking tell. Damn it. I hate it that it doesn't cascade. Hold on. Everything is consolidation right now, which means that we're probably at a floor. Fucking hell. Okay. That's volatility upside 5-minute time frame. 10-minute time frame is also expanding with a potential upside bias. 15-minute time frame does have a kink. Continuation towards the upside is likely. 20-minute time frame bull consolidation, nothing on the continuation there. 15-minute time frame top still. 30-minute time frame consolidation, hourly time frame consolidation, bi-hourly consolidation, 3-hour time frame consolidation. We have a potential kink on a 4-hour time frame with expansion, but it's starting to kind of balance out. That was a mean reversion and likely found it. 6-hour time frame has some extension here, and it does have a probability of reaching an upside here, but the candle didn't really agree. It's slightly green. 8-hour time frame, still nothing there. 12 out, still nothing, and daily time frame would be the closest probability of a downside that I can see, so that would be an equivalent of $6.10. So should your next day open at wherever it is, well, that would be suggesting an $8 target. What is $8 on this in the fucking first place? Nothing. There is nothing at $8 on this. Oh shit, is there? Fuck, it's suggesting the bottom side. That's the thing here, guys. I'm going to tell you this right now. You get a 4-hour closure beneath 1311, out. You got to get out. And that would be max pain. But the thing is that when this time frame on the 5-month time frame, when it reaches 14 and a half days, that's your bare cutoff. I'm talking about like it's actually should be 8 days. It should really be 8.5 days, 8 days. I'm saying I calculated the traditional trading days for you to see if it does fail that $13 target. This is why it took so long, because I already saw all that. I saw the potentials of failure before they were present. So I'm gonna keep to the thesis right now, just like I told you, buddy. Do not fail 1311 with any major closure. 4-hour, 8-hour, especially daily. That'll be a very, 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 very super duper clean idea for a potential continuation to the downside on this. Okay, so be very careful. And I will say this: if it does hit your $9 zone anywhere between 1046 to just about 960, this still has a probability to run as high as I think right now 2752 to 3191, despite the drop to $9. I'm saying if you can't weather $9, then, maybe get out, because, if you're feeling trapped right now at $14, like, I don't know how you're going to feel at $9. And I'm giving you this based on traditional price action. Like I said, right, I don't have my tools available in anything beyond a bi-daily time frame, as that's my read right here. We're just critically expanded because of course downside, and then this line down here. Cool. So that's all I got. So that's what it is there, buddy. Please be very careful on this, okay? But 2.5 days. Let's see if it does it within that. If it fails within that, you know what to do, okay? You got it, Evo. I love you, buddy. You have no idea how many times I've done this for other people, dude. I've actually I've dedicated whole streams for one person, man. Like I don't like to see the team lose, and like I try my best. And people are just like, dude, fuck, man. But whatever it is, buddy, just you reach out to me, you send me a message if you're feeling nervous or whatever, dude, let me know, and I will try to guide you as best as I can, okay, dude? So in these cases, if you start failing this, but you still feel like you don't want to take the full loss, then a good strategy would be to remove 35% of your position, take 35% the loss. When you reach the areas that we're talking about for potential entry, that's you re-entering that money that you actually salvaged at a lower area for cost basis. What you're trying to do here is that as price action drops and drops and drops, you still have 100% rate of change, right? So when you are experiencing 100% rate of change because you're full exposure, you can slow the rate of change down by percentages, but should you remove it, right? Just like if you were to put 30 oranges in a plastic bag at the top of a building, right? You're going to let go the one with 30 oranges, and you're going to let go one with 2 oranges. Which one do you think is going to hit the ground first as you let go? You could say, for example, you were able to manipulate that and change that probability when you're in midair. So should you start removing oranges from midair, you're going to slow the rate of loss down, or the rate of change. So that's something that you could do as well, right? So you salvage 35%, 40% position, re-enter the area that could show higher probability retrace. Your cost basis is going to be ridiculously different. So do not add into the red. Do not add into the red. You only remove into the red. Okay, do not buy that. Okay, that's gonna be fucking dangerous. Okay, dude. So the strategy that I just showed you right now, dude, is actually part of my mentorships. I explained that to the beginning strategy students, right? At the whatever. You know what I'm saying? But guys, yeah. So anyway, I want to still look at. This is it for bulls, guys. I hope that information worked out, but I still think it's got some upside, man. And I think it does. It's just not time just yet, and I think it's creating a gigantic bear trap of sorts. Oh my god! And it is at a double bottom. Like, it might as well just fucking retrace from that 1311. Like, let's go. You know what I mean, dude? Let's do it. This is enough bullshit. It's so much decreasing volume on that downside. It's like, dude, you're saying it. Anyway, let's look at ticker symbol HIMS. All right, Alex, I got you. I'm sorry. This was, holy crap. Do I have, okay. So, oh my goodness. No way. What? Damn, Buzzman was fucking right. This fool had those targets already. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. This was back tested completely and suggesting, above $64 from weeks ago. So I guess the targets that we talked about did meet, and we almost got the downside that we wanted, but actually we didn't. Okay, so why don't we do this? Let's get rid of everything here and take a look at where is it presently right now, right? We can actually look at your 24-hour book on this thing and find out like what it could be. So, hey, oh my goodness, there it goes, man. Almost 517 on the Qs, 24-hour time. Jeez. Bro, let's go. HIMS is currently sitting, damn, almost 3% up right now, sitting at 65.80. What? Dude, this thing is ridiculous, bro. Okay. It's I mean I gotta say this, right? This is naturally an area where motherfuckers are gonna take big ass profit, right? I mean, this was responsible for that. I can't tell you what to do, Alex, but it's you're let's see, the thing is that let me read here. You see volume on this? I'm like nervous to talk to you about this because it's fucking insane. You see all this volume upside here? That's obvious strength. It's not slowing down for anything. And it's increasing strength here as it goes. So it's like scary. It's scary how freaking bullish this thing is. And here's another thing, right? So is this potentially prone to, or could it actually correct? I can't tell you that it is or it isn't. That's my problem here, okay? But if we are experiencing just all we need are two touches of a support or a resistance to validate your formation. Okay? So your formation here, and should it be actually like from this point here? This could be confused, right? And the next thing is am I actually looking at it at the right time frame? So should it be that I've got to look at it from a higher time frame with less grain? Do I actually change the probabilities on this into, is it this candle here? Because this candle, and if I adjust here to make sure that this bottom one gets to, if it does have contact, well, now experiencing the bottom sides of these, you now have a probability here. So you have 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 on that end. And actually, if I lift this to validate this here, that actually may go into this one. So you may actually have 5. Right. So I think that I'm going to stick to that thesis there because it does have so many confluent touches that it actually reveals the true support on this. Right. So it would be just like this here. Regression meets, almost perfectly with these bars here. So in fact, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I would say that it is as such. So if we're going to go ahead and kind of adjust this one here, do we have Further corrective ups. Actually, you know what? That may be. Let's see. That actually could display something really curious. Wow. Okay. All right. It is what it is. Whoa. Hold on, guys. What is that shit called again? Hubble. I think I heard his voice. Hold on. All right, no, he's asleep. He's good. Okay, that means that you have an even longer way up, but this is going to be the biggest bull trap of your life. That's the problem here. So should you have continuation towards the upside here, well, you might actually be backed here because these are ridiculous. These are momentum bars here, and they are not slowing down. Look at the proportion on them. They're heavenly. They're like God made. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. This is perfect. This is textbook ready, you know. So and you closed your 3-day on a Marabazoo. Like, that's intense. Potential pullback could be seen into tomorrow, but I can't tell you where it's going to be. The probabilities are probably going to be here. Actually, this would be it. Pullback potential 60.57 to current day's close 64.25. That's about as much as I think this thing is going to pull back. I don't know that it's going to continue lower than that. In fact, I think that your upside target based on a new 3-day bar could be consistent of somewhere around 109.94. Damn. So 109.94. Shit. Okay. I mean, I guess. Shit. This has it. I mean, it does. Let me see the closing of this this bar here, right? Or we could actually just take it to the range low from the beginning. Green bar, right? So from the beginning, green bar. Right about there. Well, look at that. 1.618, 114.73. We're suggesting 109.94. You know, that's not bad at all, like whatsoever. And then if you start putting, I mean, you could start seeing things that are completely rhyming with resistances, right? Your your knot 382 here, rhyming with massive areas of resistance here, right? And then you put your knot 618 on this as well. Well, that also rhymes with nice areas of resistance, right? Before continuation. It's geometrically compatible too. So I think that there is a bull trap coming in on this, and the bull trap may be found. That's a big maybe. That's where I will introduce you to the biggest maybe of your life. It may be introduced anywhere between 82.92 to about 100 and 100 and fucking. How did I come up with 109.94 again? I don't even know. Let me see the stats real quick. That could be a good way. Wow. 3 4-day, 5-day, weekly, bi-weekly, dude, monthly, bi-monthly upside. You gotta be joking. Okay, dude, 3 months of upside. That's ridiculous. So 3 months of upside on this would be from the start, right? So that gives you an ATR top of, damn, dude. It does, yeah, we're overextended. We're overextended. Let me see. Oh, no way, dude. That 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Jesus. Okay, let's just say, actually, the 5-day time frame doesn't have any downside pivots, so that 5 months. So that also, oh my goodness, no way. That doesn't make any sense. I can't tell. Let me see. $9 from a weekly. Let me see what your bi-weekly would be. $10. Monthly 11. Bi-monthly still. Oh my goodness, it doesn't have enough history. It doesn't have enough history. Wow. Okay, stats can't give it to me, so we have to. Dude, these fucking crazy ass plays, you guys. Damn. It's just a regression of the 109. That's its psychology. It's got to be psychology. The 109 to 114 based on regression. I'm trying to find another formation to see if there's anything else I can kind of read. My goodness, what ridiculous price. This is crazy. Let me see if I can get creative, guys. I'm going to try one more time just to see if there's anything else I'm missing. Oh, that is so freaking, I mean, that is cool. This here, right? This is just it's a gigantic breakout play like this. This entire zone of resistance just got tested twice. So I was thinking, I wish that, yeah, it's invalid though. Like this high would have to be way up here so I can create a double bottom. I can't officially do that. Hold on. I will try to find it. I will try to see. Let me see here. Actually, larger time frames. This thing is getting ready to pull back too, though. Okay, like that may not be too long from now before it does pull back. My goodness, dude. Your cup and handle suggested a top side of 35 or 36. Jesus. Fuck. So you have a 1 month and damn, so you have a 1 month and a 5 month closing at the same time. These fuckers can't give me their ATRs though. It's ATR top of 40 fucking 483. Dude, we're way extended.
All right, I'm gonna hit it so we go in the morning.
Love you, buddy. Be safe.
It'll be easy.
I am stuck with this here. I am really stuck with this. I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere else other than just it's based on geometrics and psychology with this formation. I think that, you know, you might pull back tomorrow, you know, kind of come back to reality a little bit. Sure, I may be wrong on the 60.57 to 64.25, but the upside continuation on this, you know, watch out at the 73.01 for flash, you know, retraces. But technically speaking, like this could extend 82.92 to freaking 110.68 and also 14.73. So it's just from there, that's going to create a gigantic correction. And this would then have to decide on what the hell it's going to do, because if it's correcting this hard, that's going to be a dangerous thing. That's going to be a very dangerous thing. I urge you to get more. I urge you to get clever with this too. Okay, we still have more to study, and I know that it's late right now, but we still have a lot more to study on this, because there's also this thing here. There's also this. It's, you know, this is indicating that it would kind of come back to the low. So if you come back to the low somewhere in, let's say, June, to the, you know, June of next month on the 24th, that would introduce your bear trap. In fact, it would actually be more like, no way, May 22nd. Holy shit, this thing is it might correct soon. Okay, so I think that's your exposure here. This is this formation's take profit target is here at like 1741. And it rhymes pretty nicely into May 19th. No way, May 19th? That's like around the corner. May 19th, May 22nd, fucking around there. Just watch out. Watch out. It's just formation theory, I know. It's just formation theory, right? But this may create, and we have 1, 2. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Man. Okay, here's one more dynamic. That this actually false break, it creates a bull trap here too. So I would say nothing more. I would say nothing more than your top side, 72.82 to 82.92. This, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that Damn, it is true. Shit. If this works out, I'm gonna literally I'm gonna die if this actually is true. You have 1, 2, and 3. Your golden rule of 3 is complete on the smaller formation. That means that you're in a fake out. This is gonna be a false it's gonna be a false read. You're not coming up to the areas of 140 to test this high up here based on regression. No. You're gonna false this breakout. So I think it may do your 72.81 to 82.92, but I think that's going to be the bull trap here, and then based on the 1, 2, and 3 touches, this will fail and then come all the way back down towards the take profit of 1741, of which is the bottom of the larger regression, and go up towards its test number 2, because we only have test 1 and 2. So this would probably come back down 1741 and then lift off. Since this formation is finished and it'll cancel out, then this formation takes precedence, and you're probably going by July to fucking $140. This is maniacal. I can't believe that I'm seeing this right now. I hope, fuck, man. This is actually insanity. Like, I can't believe that it would be capable of something like this. This is fucking evil. Good God. Oh, man. And this thing would actually go all the way back up towards that fucking one. Oh, my goodness, dude. It does line up? Oh, man, that's scary. Oh, dude. All right, guys. Well, fucking that's my final thought on this thing, man. So just heads up with this shit. I hope that, I'm going to have to talk to fucking Buzzman and a few other people. Line yourself up, Alex. Get your shit ready for this thing, because I don't know what this is going to do. I feel like it's got a bull trap everywhere here. It's just this is evil, dude. This is actually fucking evil. I can't. Damn, dude. I almost got caught without it. Fuck, with increasing green volume too. Sons of bitches. Man, that is actually in fucking sanity, man. That. I mean, it's cool as fuck. I will admit, shit, man, it's cool. But damn, Pam's $20 puts, June 20th, 2025. 5 cents or 25 cents at the 0.35. Okay, wow. Or $25 strike at 35 cents. Got it. Wait for this, Alex. Wait for. I mean, you are so close right now to, like, where the fuck is it right now, dude? Like, that's insane. It might as well just start fucking crashing. Like, why would it? It's at 65. Is at 65.85 right now. So it's just above this area here. So, it's still above, we're still up on the day, on the after hours. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe your top end here, this is going to be dangerous here. That fucking top side of that candle, high of 72.98 to 82.92. And I almost put my bet on the 72, like fucking 40. All right, guys. I'm sorry that it went on so late today, guys. It is dead ass midnight right now, but I felt so bad about today. I slept all the way through, but no alarms, no food, nothing. Like my son screaming, nothing. I was just out. I was just big ass gone. So I thought I would put like massive effort tonight for you guys and see if I can get you as much as I can. I'm terribly sorry for this morning, team, but let's go ahead and get at it again tomorrow morning and reconvene here. And please, I wish you rest and much fortune here, guys, okay? Damn, this is such a cool play. Fuck, that shit is crazy. So insane. Motherfuckers. All right. Well, we did good today, man. We all made lots of cash. Let's get it, guys. That's right, we did. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone here so much. Thank you, Options, for your plays too, my brother. I hope that you guys have been playing some of these plays if they've been actually nailing, okay, guys? And I'm going to try to pull out, I got to see about pulling out another finger video, man. It's just, today got late again. But you too, Evo. Take care, buddy. Kareem, thank you so much for everything. Take care, okay, you guys? See you, Alex. See you, Destiny. Silverback, I love you, buddy. And we shall speak very soon, okay, team? Please be well. You got it, Destiny. Take care, team. Goodbye, everybody.